Hello there, my zealots. This is Joshua coming at you today. Hey, what's up? So, I have a comment from one of my subscribers. His name is Philippe Boursiquot. I'm always feel like I'm butchering your name. Philippe Boursiquot, whatever. There is a verse in the New Testament that seems to contradict polygyny. It is, the husband does not have power over his own body, but the wife. The wife does not have power over her own body, but the husband. I'd like you to make a video about it, please. All right, and the verse he's quoting is actually in 1 Corinthians. I'm going to read it from this book, because this happens to be the book. And it says in chapter 7, verse 4, the wife hath not power over her own body, but the husband, and likewise also the husband hath not power over his body, but the wife. However, it is a little confusing because it's not really in context. Let's read the whole thing in context, and maybe it'll give us a little bit more insight. So in this, if you just read verse 4 by itself, it appears that the woman has power over the man, so the woman can tell the man what to do, and the man can tell the woman what to do. That's what it sounds like. So if the woman is not really interested in polygamy, she can dictate, you do this and you do that. But it also says, later on, it says that the wife is supposed to submit to the man in all things. So what is this situation where the woman can dictate to the man what she wants and he has to obey her? And in fact, there is one situation where the woman can dictate to a man what she wants and he has to obey. And this is the situation. Okay, so we have to go, we need more detail because there's really not a lot of information here. All right, and it says, we're going to start at the beginning of chapter 7. Now concerning the things whereof ye wrote unto me, it is good for a man not to touch a woman. Nevertheless, to avoid fornication, every man have his own wife, and let every woman have her own husband. Okay. Let the husband render benevolent unto the wife, do benevolence, and likewise the wife also to the husband. So right now it's talking about fornication. It's talking about to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife and husband. Okay. Let the husband render due benevolence when it concerns what? To avoid fornication, right? We're trying to avoid fornication. So what is he doing? Rendering due benevolence to avoid fornication. So he's having sex with her. Let the husband render unto the wife due benevolence. Likewise, the wife unto the husband due benevolence. That means if he needs sex, you give him sex. The wife hath not power over her own body, but the husband, and likewise the husband now hath power over his own body, but the wife. So if either one of the spouses needs to get freaky, the other one's supposed to provide. That's the context. Defraud ye not one another, except it be for consent of a time, so that you may give yourselves with to fasting and prayer, and come together again, lest Satan tempt you for your inconsistency. Okay. And then in 6 it says, I speak this by permission and not of commandment. Okay. I think that goes into the next verse. But the point is this. Defraud you not yourself except for consent of time, that you may give yourself for fasting and prayer, they come together and not tempt you for infancy. So in this situation, the only power a woman has over the man is when it concerns she needs to get laid. And the only time a man has power over the woman is when he needs to get laid. This is the rendering due benevolence. It says a duty of marriage. A man is supposed to render, or he's supposed to give food, shelter, and duty of marriage. This duty of marriage is sex. I'm not pointing at I'm pointing at the Bible. The Bible's in my laps. Come on. so it was in my lap. So yeah, this is not referencing, this is not a contradiction to polygamy. It is basically saying if you're a wife and your husband needs to get laid, have sex with him. And if you're a husband and your wife needs to get laid, you have sex with her. That is the only time that the woman has power over the man. And this is another situation where a man has power over the woman. If one of the two needs to have sex, the other one provides for them. And I don't see how this contradicts polygyny or polygamy for those that are uninitiated. I don't really see how it contradicts it. It's basically saying if I have one wife and she needs to get laid, I will have sex with her. If I have two wives and one needs to have sex, I will have sex with her, and the other one needs sex, I will have sex with her. If I have 2 wives and I need to get laid, and then this other wife is not interested, the other wife will take care of it. It's like, I don't see how this contradicts it. It's basically saying if you have sexual needs, that's what the spouse is for, is to provide for your sexual needs. Anyway, I hope this answers that question. Philippe B. I'm not going to try and pronounce your last name. I hope this answers your question. You know I love God because of virtue, justice, and salvation. I hope you have a blessed day. Click share, click subscribe, share, comment. Click the dingy thingy. So that way you get notifications. Saturday, 10 o'clock. Pacific Standard Time. We have the live stream. Feel free to come on by and ask questions. It'd be awesome. I will talk at you later. Take it easy. Bye.